Chapter 35. It was the middle of the night, or at least it felt that way. Rodeo had driven all the long evening, turning down offers of help from Lester and Concepcion and Miss Vega. Nah, he said each time they asked. I'm good. But he wasn't. Not at all. After a late potty break, I noticed that Gladys was looking a little sleepy, so I wandered back to my room with her and lay down on the bed. And she lay down on the floor next to me and kind of curled her legs up under herself and laid her chin on the bed, which was freaking adorable. Ivan seemed to be picking up on my human emotional turmoil, and he stuck close to me, following me around in the bus, watching me out the windows when I was outside potty, and Gladys jumping right up on me when I lay down. Everyone was quiet and resting or reading or looking out the window or dozing. Lester was back to snoring in Rodeo's blanket pile. I dozed off too, apparently, not sure for how long, but when I woke up, I noticed two things. It felt like I'd been asleep for hours, and the bus wasn't moving. I sat up. Gladys jerked upright with me and bleated, a sleepy little, "What's going on and what time is it?" bleat. I pressed my face to the window. We were parked at a gas station, in the middle of nowhere it looked like. There were no other houses or businesses or nothing. I jumped up and threw back my curtain door. Then I noticed two things. There was no one in the driver's seat, and it was quiet. Interstate highways, the big 4 or 6 or even 8-lane kind we were traveling on, make a kind of noise all the time. It's the noise of hundreds of sets of tires humming on asphalt. If you're anywhere within about a quarter mile of one, or even farther sometimes, you can hear it. That sound had been the background noise to my life, and I noticed when it was gone. Well, it was gone. Out the windows, I saw darkness. I saw some trees. I saw a measly little 2-lane road. I saw no exit ramps. I saw no big green highway signs. I saw no headlights. I walked quick to the front of the bus, past all the sleepers, my stomach tightening and twisting. Lester sat up when I passed him and asked, "Where are we?" through a yawn, but I didn't answer. I didn't know where we were, but I knew where we weren't. The only sound was Gladys clip-clopping behind me. The front of the bus was deserted. The keys were gone, the lights were off, the door was closed. I jerked the door open and jumped down off the bus and closed the door in Gladys's face and hurried into the gas station. There was one guy behind the counter, and he looked very bored and very tired. He was watching a little TV on the counter. He turned his head when the bell above the door jangled as I walked in. "You're up awful late," he said in a friendly enough voice. "What time is it?" He peered at a clock up on the wall. "Almost 4 in the morning, past your bedtime, I bet." "Where are we?" I asked. But at that moment Lester came barging through the door behind me, clothes all sleep-wrinkled and his eyes puffy and blinking. "Coyote, where are we?" I turned to the clerk with questioning, urgent eyebrows. He gave me a confused look back. "You're in Walla Walla. Well, just outside Walla Walla, really." I held out my hand to Lester and barked, "Phone." He fished it out of his pocket and handed it over, and I got to tapping, and then I got to swearing. "What?" Lester asked. "Walla Walla," I answered, holding up the phone so he could see it. "Walla Walla, Oregon. This town is not on the way to Poplin Springs." Lester's mouth dropped open when he saw the map I was holding up. "Not even close. We're like 4 hours off the route, in the wrong direction." My head shot to the clerk. "Where's Rodeo?" I asked him. "Rodeo?" the guy answered with a baffled look. I didn't have time for his ignorance. "Rodeo!" I hollered, heading toward the back of the store. "Rodeo!" I pushed open the door to the men's room. "Rodeo!" No answer. I kicked open the door to the only stall. Empty. I stomped back out into the store. "Where is he? Where's Rodeo?" The clerk was standing up now, clearly pretty alarmed by the girl walking around his store and ransacking the men's room. "Rodeo? You mean the bearded fella?" "Yes. Where is he?" "He bought a sixer of beer and headed out the back door. Is he your dad or something?" "Something," I answered, and ran out the back door with tears in my eyes and my hands and fists and my heart breaking and beating and breaking and beating.